Yo, what's up? Got the Xbox today. I just haven't copped the Madden yet. So it's pretty cool, man. The Xbox is looks pretty nice. I use the Raiders. At this point, I'm getting bored of this game, so I'm just going to use the Raiders. So I just want to mix it up a little bit.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give, Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off of play action, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing his Carr on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. goes. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now stands at 13.
Raiders 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Yo, what's up, Rage? These Raiders suck. They were literally getting clamped by stupid man coverage. And then on one of these plays, Stephon Gilmore comes from the whole other side of the field and picks it off. Like, how does that even happen? Bro. Okay, I'm facing this guy again. I'm facing him again. This is a rematch, I think. Or
to North Carolina and
not.
Bank of America Stadium here
It's
in
not
Charlotte.
the same guy.
Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers.
Alright, I better play better with this team.
Here in Charlotte, they are ready to go.
Man.
The Panthers are set to match
Oh no.
with the Las Vegas Raiders.
I started off good with the pick, and then I just was throwing picks of my own. I literally threw 3 pick sixes. Three. In the first half.
Back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I don't know what it is, but I guess it's because it's the first game. But if I'm doing this with this team constantly, no, I'm not using them ever again. If this is a constant trend, hell no. If this is a constant trend, and if this is multiple games, then I'm not doing it. Oh, they're gonna take too long. I'm just gonna run the ball here. I don't know how they stop the run so good out of this. Whenever I use it, they get multiple yards.
Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, now Carr.
See what I'm talking about? Like,
as a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that
damn,
we
bro.
often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands.
I have him open. He's just not open.
And that allows you to make a play.
I don't know how to explain it.
Knock it away.
He's open, but he's not.
Defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining.
Which I can't explain because EA is the only people who can explain that. They're the only people. I have no words for that.
Now Carr. He'll look down.
Please, Carr. Thank you.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Oh my god, I almost got scared there.
Bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Oh, I can't even get any yards for anything.
Stacked up there in the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think
That's tough.
he was fortunate to get any.
I can't get any yards for anything.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Yes.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Steve, oh my god, they're clapping. Thank you, Waller. Oh, that would have been a pick.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every
I don't
year.
know if the game plan is to do man coverage against the Raiders. I have no idea.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time
I need to be on balance. I am on balance. Are you kidding me? How are they stopping the run every time? Like, this is pissing me off. This is actually pissing me off.
Carr going to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that, Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Runs through the contact. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Card out of throw. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw his car. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
Yo, what's up, Skulls?
Totally, because otherwise, pass rush
if you're new, leave a like on the stream, subscribe.
Very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr.
Oh my God, I can't bring the ball.
There, incomplete.
He cannot even get it out 1 second. Like, this is ridiculous.
Come down with a catch.
He's caught everything.
This is actually kind of ridiculous.
A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the
and even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An 8-play drive to this.
Oh, okay.
So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw.
Bro, they can't. Oh my God, I'm going to take that through. The offensive line can't hold up.
Here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This offensive line is trash. Like, for real, like, actually garbage. And it's kind of scary.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is
like, if I don't have an offensive line, if I have a trash quarterback, it's going to get ugly out here. And I'm surprised I'm even winning right now. It's because of the defense bailing me out. It really is. That is okay. There's no way. I go for the hit stick, and then this guy gets extra yards. That's crazy. On bunch tight end. Are you serious, dude?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
He's in tight now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. A gain of 6 there on first.
Hey, he's spiking it.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep.
He got all... My God, bro. He got all... I did not. I should have known that was coming too. I should have known that was coming. I Ben should have known that was coming, and this guy wasn't doing it all game. I was not expecting him to do a Cam Newton. Oh my God! How did he get over my clock? Hey, I won't get mad. I just will just get a little bit mad. That's annoying. Nope, I'm not getting that. How come I can't get one play touchdowns though?
Skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Carr now on first down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Buying time to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To the air again, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-10. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Carr, got to have this one. Man open, here is Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 27 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
I'm just trying to focus right now.
Carr to throw.
God,
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to...
What's up, King Stacy?
Of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass.
Yeah, the Raiders are giving me a little bit of issues right now.
An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
I hate this offensive line to begin with.
They run up and send this one away.
Like, the offensive line is horrible.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's out of bounds as they'll start up.
I hate this offensive line. Like, I really do hate this offensive line. Second of all, Carr is just horrible. Like, I'm even surprised I'm in this game, literally. I don't even know how I'm in this game, to be honest. I don't know how I've even... This is literally my second game with the Raiders ever. I've never played with them in Madden 20. I've never played with them in Madden 21. So this is a new experience, to be honest.
It's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through plays.
Oh my god. No freaking way. He had a huge post going to... That's why I wanted to put a middle third, and they didn't let me. Oh my god, he's going for 2. I know it. I know he's going for 2 to end the game. Which is scaring the crap out of me right now. Oh my god.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh god. He's running down the whole clock.
It's Anderson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right.
Let's go, man.
Intercepted at the goal line. Good position.
That's fine.
It's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying
They always
to
do me like that.
Moving to his right.
I'll just punt it back and we'll just shoot on
But
clock.
instead, he shifted the coverage.
I think that's
also
game.
to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh man, I didn't think it would take only 2 games to win with the Raiders, but you know, it took 2 games, so
But even if they choose to use those, 3
yeah, get on.
to get out of here with
Oh my god.
That's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset.
GG's, bro.
Who monitors this at the end of the game.
It took only 2 games to win with the Raiders, and the first game I was just throwing. Oh my god, bro! I threw 3 pick sixes in the first half. Because Carr, literally, I'm so used to just better quarterbacks. Carr was just underthrowing everything. Everything. Posts, drags, flats, wheels. It didn't matter. So I had to play a little more conservative the next game.
And they closed them out with a big time performance down.
Because I was just going way too aggressive the first game. This team, I'm never playing with them again. Okay. I guess his record was decent, but yeah, my record isn't any better either. What is his record with the panel? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright. Now, the thing is, I'm really getting bored of regs, like, at this point. And I don't really want to make top 100. I mean, it'll be good if I make top 100, but it's guaranteed I'll make it by the end of the year. It's not... There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to make it. And the only teams left are bad teams, and I don't want to play with the Texans. Literally. I don't want to play with the Patriots. I only have a few teams left. The Broncos. We have the Colts. The Eagles. 49ers. The Jaguars and Jets. Patriots. Steelers, Texans, and that's about it. I don't want to go any of these teams, but most likely I'd probably go Steelers. But, oh no. Oh no, please. Then, bro, if the backup has almost as much as throw power as you, and Haskins has more, you know you have a quarterback issue. Oh, goodness. Well, luckily he's retiring. Holy. What? Okay, you know what? No. Not just yet. I think this team's a little better. Yeah, I might go. Alright, I've played with Wentz before, so it shouldn't be that bad. Here we have 94, 92, 91, alright. How about if I get... Okay, Hines, I could put him at wide receiver. Honestly, I could actually put him at wide receiver. I don't really care about overall at this point. We have 94, 92, 91, 93. I'm not putting... Nah. I'm putting him at fourth. And I'm getting an 85 speed through there. Alright. What do we have? Okay, we have 87. I'm going 80. Oh. Okay, that's the best. Alright. And then we have... Bro, why do we have DeForest Buckner on the bench? What is going on? Oh, he's at... Okay. Alright, I was about to say. I forgot what position he was. Okay, so... I'd probably keep him. Because it sure doesn't look like we have much of that advantage of 87 speed. 94. Okay. That 94 speed up there. And 92 speed. 90 speed. And 90 speed. Pretty decent, alright. Okay. Going 88 speed here. And I'm gonna go over here. Alright. Now who's gonna be our user? Oh, jeez. Is he already in, like... Okay. Alright. We have... Alright, bet. Not a lot of speed at sub linebacker, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it. It's fine. Alright. Hold on. Let me see if they have any hitters on their team. That's a huge part of getting turnovers in this game. Hit power. Where is it? Hit power. Hit power. Okay, we have Adams. And that's... Okay, Adams and Leonard. So I'll put Leonard here. And Adams here. Alright. And then we have... Need to see their hit power. 87. 85. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go with the Colts. Alright, bet.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, Pete, let's go! Let's get there! Let's go!
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Wentz to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Oh, he sheds himself free. Past the 20.
He's going to make
And he will
everything.
bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a bad throw. That was
Well, it
like
third
bad.
down. Defensively, they
Like,
were just hoping to make a play and
terrible.
get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off
They
the
did get off.
field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to
though.
come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson, 34 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, he bowls over him. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A handoff to Mixon. The solid stiff arm. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it.
Oh my God, bro! I have to clip that.
Well, dare I say it? It's kind of quid pro.
That was with a linebacker.
Now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Oh my God, bro!
Well done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
Funny thing was, he threw it straight at a hard flat. Literally threw it straight at a hard flat. He's literally a bot. He's not. He doesn't know how to make a read.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
He literally threw it straight into. Like, he knew it was there. He should have known.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 39 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And it sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wentz going to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 18. Pushing his way through. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And some space here. Pushes him over. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 24. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Doolin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Wentz will try again on second down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Ben. 2 down. 51 to Mike.
Now Wentz again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Mixon running right through him. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress.
He's got a man complete. And some room to roam now. The 30, 10.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And all the way in for a cinch. Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken from about the 12.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zach Bourne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Call here, they'll look to throw instead. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Saints nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Here's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Hill. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Hill with a give to Kamara on the option.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Colts 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw is Hill. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hill. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. this is going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again. And this is going to wind up as safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. But he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 1st and 10, Hill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Hill dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Hill. Back to Kamara for another catch. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead. Hill looking to throw for it. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Now here's Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, Hill. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted.